So welcome. I'm going to list some of the people. Swiss Uncle Richner, our good friend, Alvaro Bonelli, Brian Cook, welcome, Chirac Babar, Doris Calero, Francisco Torres, Ivan Jimenez, Joao Rala, Cameron Soroush, Oscar Rojas, Scott Smith, Jelisa Lasso, welcome all. And
okay.
can you tell us in the chat where are you joining us from? I am in Madrid. You can post it on the chat for everybody.
To share a little bit.
Julio is coming from Nicaragua. Marta's in Madrid. Yes, Eric, yes, you wanted to talk? Mic is open for you, Eric. Oh, here we have, well, from all over the place, my God.
Yeah.
Joao is from Lisboa, Brian from Louisiana, Scott is in the Six Nations in Canada, Cameron is in Cologne, Swiss Uncle is in Atlanta, Chirac is in Chandigarh, India, Alvaro in Madrid, Lourdes in Nicaragua. So truly a very small group of people, but a very international. This is great. Francisco Torres, yes, you have you wanted to speak. Yes, Francisco, the mic is open. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how you?
Everything good. I'm so happy to join with you guys.
Thank you.
I'm here with my wife, Maria Mendez.
Welcome, Maria.
Welcome.
Francisco.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today.
That's a pleasure.
Okay,
so I think we can start already, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, wonderful. So hello everyone, and welcome to this onboarding session. Today we're going to be focused on how to run your own business on the Evveland metaverse. So it's going to be interesting. If you are in this call, I can guess you own already an NFT, you own a smart venue, so congratulations. This is supposed to be a dynamic and practical session, and we want to accomplish few specific objectives. Let's go. First of all, we want you to claim your NFT. We want to make sure you have it. And not only that, but that you know where it's located and how to access it. And in order to cover this, we have with us our CEO, Rafael Bonelli, who will explain you the process of claiming and accessing your NFT. Secondly, we want to share with you the steps you need to take in order to be able to organize and run your own events. And to do so, we will have the support of Joshua Hernandez from the operations team, who will explain you how to make your smart venue fully operational. And at the end, we will open a Q&A session so you can share with us your questions and doubts or difficulties. And for that, we will have also the support from Ivo Cadenas, who is our Chief Blockchain Officer. We have also with us Julio Calero and Lourdes Sanchez from the operations team. Something that I want you important to know is that all the information that we are sharing with you today has been already recorded as short tutorial videos. And these videos are already uploaded in the backend of each venue, together with a short manual guide as PDF. So you already have full access to this content, okay? And before we start, I just want to make one final clarification. This is, of course, the first of several onboarding sessions that we are going to be running based on the needs raised among you, our NFT owners. We know, or we guess, that all of you are going to be organizing different types of events of different nature. And I'm sure that each of you will have specific needs. So this is our suggestion, my suggestion. Today you will see all the steps, and Joshua will guide you between the back and the front end to see the results. But next week, our session is going to be more practical, and something we can do is to share the difficulties that you may have and develop one of the cases. So I suggest that this week you spend some time watching the tutorial videos and playing around with your venue to see if it's easy to understand. And all the questions that you may have, you write them down and we can share them next day, okay? So without any further delay, let's start by giving the floor to our CEO, Rafael Bonelli, to tell us how to claim our NFTs. Rafael?
Thank you, Marta. I'm going to say CEO and lucky husband of Marta. So
True.
welcome, everybody. Let me just go. My mission here is very short, very brief. First of all, to welcome all of you, but Marta has done a fantastic job. And then to basically show you how to claim your NFT. So we agreed that all of you already have been sent an NFT. And what I want you to do, the one piece of information that you need to have, which I do have in my Excel, I have it in an Excel file right here, so I can show it to you. But I want you to know how to seek it. And, I know a lot of you are savvy blockchain people. So you know that you go to polygonscan.com, which is here, and you put Eve NFT, right? And in the Eve NFT, you look up your wallet. Here you can look up all of the transactions, or you could just copy the wallet where you have your NFT, where we sent you, the one that you gave us, where you got the NFT. I'm trying to open MetaMask here. It's a little bit, oops, there it was, sorry. So I'm going to copy my wallet. Here it is, boom, copy this wallet, and then just do a search here. Oh, Arturo's asking for the Zoom call. And you will see that when I go to ERC 1155 tokens, I have tokens number 3. No, that's no, that's not correct. Number 5001 and number 2645. Okay, I have those 2 tokens. Okay, so we're going to need that number. Can everybody just identify theirs? I can actually, if you want to ask or anything, please go ahead and raise your hand. We'll open up the mic. But if you have, I'm going to assume that you have. Okay.
Okay.
This means that your token is in your wallet, right? Unfortunately, with MetaMask doesn't show you your token. Okay. So this is how this is how you see that you have it on Polygon Scan, or if you use another wallet. But in order to connect to Evveland, yes, go ahead, Eric.
Okay. So what you did is you went to Polygon Scan in the MetaMask, you click on Polygon, or you went on a separate
I copied my address where I have, so that I had the correct address. I didn't have it in my copy. So I copied the address, right? And I searched for that address in Polygon Scan, and then I went here to the tab that says ERC 1155 tokens.
Okay, good.
So
Thank you.
if I take your address and do the same, I would see all the tokens that you own in the blockchain. So that's the first advantage, that everything gets recorded to the blockchain, so everything is in there. Okay, so let's see, I've already claimed those 2 tokens, so I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So next step, everybody, please go to the following address, the one you see now on screen, okay? It's called venue.evveland.com/ you can do actually only admin, and then it adds automatically the login, okay? And then you're going to log in with MetaMask. Hit MetaMask. A sign button is going to come up. There it is. You sign it. So basically what I'm telling MetaMask is that it can connect my wallet to our home, to this page. Okay, automatically it takes you in. So you know you haven't claimed your venues now. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit add NFT. Okay, and then you're going to go back to your Polygon address. You're going to select, okay, so I have 5001, and I go here and I would put 5001, except I already claimed it, right? So it's going to tell me wrong token, because I've already claimed it. So make sure that you put your number token on the on that. Yes, there's a couple of questions. Yes, venue. Can you put the address in the chat? Yes. Okay. Yes, I own an NFT. Okay. So everybody is following. So basically, that's it. Now, once you've claimed your token, you need to hit manage. Right? And I've already added an event. This is going to be empty, and you're going to have to add an event. But that is not my role today. That is going to be done now by Joshua, who's going to show you. Now, I'm already working on an event, which is my family meeting, which is going to be family reunion, which is going to be on August 20. It's going to be the last week of August. I'm not sure it's going to be the 22nd because it's a Monday. And my female members of my family are protesting, but you know, it might be a Sunday, it might be the 21st, or it might be the week after that, which is my grandfather's birthday, and we're all going to get together. We're all spread out around the world, so we're basically using the venue to meet as a family and to share family photos and to chat with each other in even know new family members. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. Any questions regarding anybody had trouble claiming their NFT? Please put it on the chat and we'll be happy to address it. And if anybody needs you know, support on a one-to-one basis, don't hesitate while the rest of the team is providing the tutorial. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafael. And as I said before, there is a very short tutorial video about how to claim your NFT that is already uploaded in the backend of your venue. So you can also access, take a look, and if still you have any doubt, get in touch with us at info@evveland.com. Okay, for any questions, any concerns, anything you may want to know. Okay. Here we have Chirag, who says, I have NFT in Trust wallet address. Can I still claim it? I guess the answer is yes.
No, you need to have it on MetaMask.
On MetaMask. Okay. So Chirag, Rafael can get in touch with you later on.
Well, he would have to open a MetaMask and then just transfer the NFT from one wallet to the other.
Okay. And Joao, it says, is saying that it gives the login only.
Joao, can you try the complete address? Let me see the HTTPS venue.evveland admin/login. That would be the complete address.
Okay.
Let me put it back on the screen just to see if you know, anybody has doubts. So the page is this one. You see the address on top. I'm going to log out again. And there's a button on the top that says log in with MetaMask. Right. And there's even a chat where we can help you on a one-to-one basis if you're not So log in with MetaMask. Again, you sign the document. You sign, and then you're already in, right? If you haven't, by the way, if it's your first time logging in, it's going to ask you to put your name and email, right? And you don't need to worry about password because it's done through MetaMask. So just put your name and email you will have to put.
Okay. So I think
Any other questions regarding that? What is that? Cameron? I don't understand.
something about MetaMask?
M4.
I forget.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Okay, so you can go
Okay.
ahead with
Thank
the
you.
rest. Let me
Thank you,
stop.
Rafael. So let's start now the interesting part, which is how we can dress our venue and which are the steps that we need to take in order to make it fully operational. Okay. So Joshua is already here with us and the floor is his. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you, Marta. Hi, everyone. My name is Joshua. I am part of the operations teams at Evveland, and today I'm going to teach you how to use both the front end and the back end of your smart venue. To achieve that, I'm going to be swapping between both during this demo. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to share my screen. So first things first, the first thing you'll have to do is to add an event. So you'll do that by clicking on the top left button that says Add Event. So this is the first thing you'll see, but for demo purposes, I'm going to click on Quick Edit to show you how to complete this information. The first thing you'll have to choose is your event skin. I'm going to remind you that depending on the NFT you have acquired, you will have only one option or many options, right? So I'm going to show you in the Evveland headquarters that we are here on the moon. I'm going to make a quick pan for you to see that we are in the moon. So there's that. The next thing you'll have to complete, it's the name. The name of your event is displayed right here at the top of the entrance. As you can see, it says Evveland Metaverse, and it says here as well, Evveland Metaverse. So that's the title. The alias, it's very important. Why is it important? Well, that's because the alias is directly related to the link of your event. As you can see, it says HQ. So for that reason, it has to be in lowercase. And if you want to add a space, you have to use underscores, right? So the next thing is the type of access. The type of access is also very important. There are two types of access. So we'll be asking yourself, what's the difference between the access? Well, there's free access and restricted access. So with free access, the participants of your event, when they go to the ticket office to access the venue, they'll see these 3 pieces of information. They'll be asked for these 3 pieces of information: their name, their email, and their occupation. But in the case that the event is restricted, what they will see is this, sorry. So they'll be asked for an extra piece of information, that's the access code. Yeah, so without this access code, they wouldn't be allowed to enter the event. So this access code could be a general one or a generic one for every participant of your event, or it could be a different one for each individual. I'm going to show you how to do that later. We go back to the backend, and the last thing you have to complete here, it's the language of the event and the dates and times. So you will click on save, and that will be all. You'll see your event created here, and you'll see some information. You see the name of the skin, the title, the alias, the dates, the type of access, and the language it's in. So here you have three options. You can preview. No, it takes you directly to your event, and you can, as I show you, edit. If you made a mistake or you forgot something, you can always edit that information. And the last feature here is the manage option. Here in the manage option is basically very important, because that's, if you click it, it takes you to the event dashboard. Here in the event dashboard, you'll complete the configuration of your event. So the first thing you see here is a brief summary with the number of stands, live events, and users that are registered in your event. If we scroll down a little bit, we start to see the information you have to complete. So first, we have the event additional info. Here, it asks you for a product name. This is up to you. You have to decide what you have to offer to the participants of the event. So it could be products, it could be services, or even vacancies. That's up to you. Next thing we have are the messages of the information points in the event. So as you can see, you can write messages that are displayed over here in the information points at the ticket booth. You can see a welcome message. And if we go back to the main entrance, you can see other point of information. You can see, and you can type a welcome message below your title. So that's that. You'll click on save, and that will be it for the event additional info. And next we have the event meta info. The event meta info, it's a piece of information that we recommend you complete, and you pay special attention to it. Why? Well, this is directly related to the SEO of the event. That means that based on this, you will generate traffic in the browser searches. So you will have to put a title, a description of your event, keywords that describe your event, and an image that has to be with these dimensions for it to work. So you will click on save, and that will be it for the event meta info. Next, we have the menu settings. Well, for the menu settings, you can change the titles of the menu. So I'm gonna show you right here. So this button here, this title of this button, and these ones up in the floating menu, you could change the titles of what they say. So you can write anything you want, right? So you would come here and to say it's today in Evveland. So if I change this button right here would also change. Okay, so before I continue with the banners of the reception, I'm going to enter the venue. So I complete my information and I click enter. So now I'm here at the reception, and we can see the first thing we see are, well, 3 doors and a bunch of banners here on the sides and at the front. So these banners are managed over here. You see, this is the banners option here on the top right. You will click on here, and here you will upload all the pictures or images that you want to use as banners. Be aware that you have to respect the dimensions of the banners. You say they have different dimensions, so you have to pay attention to that. And if you want to know what space corresponds to what banner, you can do that by reading the name of the banner. So it says lobby big left, number 1. So that will be the banner that's on the left. You see? You can also make the banners, all the banners of your event, interactive. What do I mean by that? Well, That's you can link URLs so they can take you to other places or other websites. So if I click here, as you can see, it takes me to a gallery, sorry, to an auditorium. So I'm here at the auditorium, and to do that, I just will have to, take the link in the browser, the URL in the browser, and I will paste it in this backspace that says URL. And I will click on save, and that would make my banners interactive. Yep, that's all for the banners. And next we have the areas of your event. So here in the rightmost option of the floating menu, we have the areas option. As you can see, we have companies and partners. Here we have the stands of the event grouped. Let me do this. So as you can see here, we have here in partners, we have the stands grouped, and in the other option, we also have. So, oops, my bad. If I go back here, if I want to add a new area, I could click here on add new, and I will put the name of the area I want and the alias. So remember, the aliases have to be in lowercase and separated by the underscore. You click on save, and you will create your area. So later on this demo, I'll show you how to assign a stand to an area. The next thing we have on the last thing of the event dashboard, we have the color settings. So here you can change the primary, secondary, and header colors in RGB, HSL, and hexadecimal, right? And those corresponds to the colors that are displayed here in this button, here in the chat box that I'm going to show you later, and down here at the floating menu. You can see this graded color. That's this one, the primary color. So that's that. And before I go into the rooms, to explain the rooms, I'm going to finish some explanation right here with the floating menu. So here in the floating menu, we have different options as well. We have the places. Here in the places, you have shortcuts or links to the ticket booth and the reception. You have the pavilions option that you can navigate to the pavilions of the event. It can be pavilions or galleries of the event, as well as auditoriums. And the rightmost option, is the areas that I already explained to you. And one of the most important features, that is the avatar option. Here in the avatar option, you will click on it, and you could upload an image or take a picture with your phone on the camera of your computer. So I'm going to upload an image to use as my avatar. So I upload the images and I click on save. Once I click on save, I already have my avatar set up. So why is the avatar important? You will ask yourself. Well, the avatar is important because here in the group chat, you can, whenever you type, you'll see your name that you put in the ticket office and your avatar. And you can change your avatar whenever you want, right? Here, you will chat with other participants of the event, and in case you want to send a private message to someone, to the participant, you will look here at the participants list, and you will click on their avatar, and you could send a message. That the message is private, no one else can see it but the persons here in that you send it to, right? You can see Lourdes here is chatting, and Lourdes here, it's a private message, and no one else can see it but her, right? So moving on. The next feature we have is the rooms. Here in the rooms, we have the sections. The sections are used for three main things. The first one is to change the titles of the three main doors. As you can see, it says partners, buy NFTs, and auditoriums. So if I would like to change this title of here that says auditorium, I will click here on edit and change that to whatever title I want. The second thing is that here you can arrange the rooms of your event. What are rooms though? Well, rooms, they could be either auditoriums, pavilions, or galleries. So to arrange them in whatever order you want, you will have to drag them around, you see? So the top one is the first, the one below that, it's the next one, and so on. So this is useful for you to put them in an order that you want. So if you want to connect, for example, pavilion partners tree with an auditorium, you will drag that auditorium and put it below that, so they can be connected, right? So you will do that in whichever order you want. And the last thing is that whenever you add a new room, you would see that here in rooms without section. So every new room is located here, and you have every time you'll have to drag them out of here and put them in a door, right? So that's all for the sections. We're gonna go ahead and go to the auditorium. We can do that by clicking here on the arrow, the white arrow, or we can do that by clicking here on the floating menu. I'm going to click on the arrow, and we are here at the auditorium. So why is the auditorium important? Here in the auditorium, it's the main place where live events take place. So you can see here we have a big screen where the live events are transmitted. We have a lot of banners all around the screen and at the back, as you can see. And how would you manage this? Well, you go back to the backend, and in rooms, you select the auditoriums option. Here in auditoriums, you will first have to add an auditorium. You do that by clicking here on add auditorium, and the first thing you'll see is that you have to write the name of the auditorium and choose the setting. You'll click on save, and the auditorium will be created. Here, you can manage the banners. The banners of the event work as same as the banners of the lobby. So you have to watch out for the dimensions, and you can link an URL, and you have the size right here and the name of the name of that banner. So you would click on save, you upload the picture, click on save, and that will be all for that. We have the preview option. You click on here and you go to the preview. You go to the auditorium. You can edit that information. If you know you want to change the name, you can do that easily, or you could delete the auditorium. So no, I've talked about the banners, but what about the screen? Well, the screen, you can manage that here in the live option. You click on live, and you can manage the live events. So you'll first have to click on add live and complete this information. You'll have to select the auditorium you want that if the live event to take place. See, we have two auditoriums right here, and I choose this one to have that live event. So you will put the name, the description, the dates, and the time of the event, and you'll put the source of that video or that live event. It could be on YouTube, Facebook, or Vimeo. So to do that, I'm going to explain you for YouTube. So you go to YouTube and you select the video that you choose the video that you want to display. and you copy the link of the video, but not this link that's in the browser. You have to go down right here to the share option and copy this insert link that's right here. You see, you copy this, not this one right here in the share option. You will copy that and paste it over here. And that will be all for that. And you have the banners. These banners are dynamic. So they change every time you change the video that it's presenting over here. So the screen and these two banners that are next to it are linked. So if I would change to a previous event, those banners will also change. You see? So this is the button for the event that have passed already, and for the future events, you'll see them right here if they are programmed. Right? So that's that for the auditoriums. And we are going to go ahead and go to the pavilions. Well, here in the pavilions, we are in the pavilions right here. And why are the pavilions important? Well, the pavilions are important because in them there are the stands of the event. You see there's a banner and a banner over here. So how would you manage your pavilions? You go back to the backend, and on rooms, you will click on pavilions. So to add a new pavilion, you will click on add pavilion, and you will complete the information. You will select the type of pavilion, the name, and the alias. You will click on create, and the pavilion will be created. And remember that if I were to create a new pavilion, it would appear here in rooms without sections. So I would have to go back there, right? So whenever you have your pavilion already created, you can manage the banners. You can use the preview option to look at that pavilion. You can edit the name and the alias, or you could delete it, right? So as I said, the pavilions contain the stance of the event. If a user of your event would like to take a closer look to a stand, they will have to click here on the eye icon. So if they click on the eye icon, the first thing they'll see, it's a screen with a video playing, some banners, and a side menu with information about the stand. So depending on what the stand is about, maybe it belongs to a person or a company, you can see a logo right here, links to social networks, and a description. You can also see the products that the stand is offering and a contact information. So if a user would complete this form and send a message, that message will get to the manager of this stand. So how would you manage stands? Well, here on pavilions, you will click here on the stands option, and you can see the stands of that pavilion. And here you can upload the banners of that stand. Those are the ones that you see right here. And you can upload here the video as well. The same thing as the previous video. You will select the platform and get the insert link. You click on save, and that will be all for that, the banners and the video. As I said, you can also add products. You'll click here and add new, and then you will complete this information: the name, the description, the URL to the product, or it could be a service, or it could be a vacancy. You know, whatever is in your need, you want to offer to your participants of the event. You have the title of the button and an image if you want to add an image. You will save that, and you will add all the stuff you want to offer at your stand. So that will be displayed over here. So you see, as this is the Evveland stand, we have this example of the Platinum Smart Venue NFT. If you click on read more, you will see the description of that product and a button that links you to the place where you can buy that product. Sorry. So that would be all for the products. And the next feature we have here is well, the preview. Yeah, you can preview it. If I don't remember if I showed you that. And you have the edit option. Here in the edit option is where you will manage the information that's on this side menu. So you see, you put the name of the stand, the logo, and the area. So this is where you assign a stand to an area. So as you can see, the Evveland stand is in the company's area, right? So if I were to go to the areas right here, and I will hover to companies, I will have to see Evveland right here, you see? So that's for filtering the stands of the event. So that's where this is where you will assign the area of that stand. Here you would write the description, the contact information, and links to the social networks. And then you will click on save, and that will be all. But what if you don't want to do this by yourself? Well, you could assign or the management of that stand to a person. How would you do that though? Well, you'll click here on owner. If you click here on owner, you'll see you can put an email and a name. So to that email, a link to the owner dashboard will arrive. So they can click on that, and they can also manage that all the information of the stand. You see all the data, the social network links, the contact information. They can also upload the banners, the products, and here's where they'll see the messages that are coming from the contact form, right? So that's a very important feature for you to use if you want to assign someone to that specific stand. So let's say you want to rent the stand, or you can, if you can sell it, you can assign the management of the stand to a specific person. So that's that for the stands.
Joshua,
And
let
we're
me
going-
add one important piece of data.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Uncle Richner raised her hand. We historically have charged up to now $250, and we've run 7 events. We haven't sold all of them, but we sold a few. $250 for the bronze, $500 for the silver, and $1,000 for the gold stands, which the platinum and gold venues have. The bronze only have one type of stand. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So-
Eric had a question. Go ahead, Eric. I think you're unmuted. Oh, go ahead. You're allowed to talk.
Okay, the question I got is, how do you assign that administration? You need just the email of that person? And
Yeah.
do
Yes.
you have a specific, do you have a date or schedule that they can edit? So that, how does it determine when to give access?
So at the time that you click here on owner and you add the email, you just need the email and the name of the person. They will be sent the link to the email, and they'll have access to at the same time that you send the link. They'll have access to, so they can edit the information they want. Does that answer your question?
No, the question is more, let's say I'm running an event a week. So I provide 2 weeks before the event access to this kiosk. Okay, now the event hall has to be set up for that date. I can only set up one event hall for a specific date. So let's say a week before the event, I give access to a third party. When is the access eliminated? They will always have access? Is there any access control to that power of administration of a kiosk.
So right now we don't have that. Well, you will
That's
have
a good
to change
question,
the
Eric.
email. Yeah, you
That's
have
a good
to
question,
raise the
Eric.
email.
Look, you're stepping all over my stuff behind you.
And I'm stepping on that.
No, with the chair.
Sorry. Eric, we got your question. The short answer is right now, we don't. But Juan is on the call, our CTO, and that is a good challenge for him to. I think you can now, and I don't have the complete answer, you can schedule an event and start working on it. Is that right, Joshua? Can you now schedule an event, but not make it live?
Yes, the
Well,
live
go-
event, you can do that with the events of the auditorium.
No, go to the initial dashboard where you say events.
Yes.
When you create an event,
Oh,
create an
yes.
event.
Let me show
So
you.
right now we have, are you going to, yeah, go to that. We have one event, right? If we create another event, it cannot be in the same dates that you have that event going on, right?
Right.
But it can be before or,
After.
upcoming. So as soon as you open up that site, we need to make it a live button that you actually can turn on and off. And I don't know if that's ready now, but it's a good challenge for the next round.
Understood, and that is fine. So right now, when you sell a kiosk and you say you got access date X, it's just a matter of putting the email of that person so that they will get the link so that they can have access to update that kiosk. And then
Yeah, and you always have direct access from here. Okay. So you're providing access to a third party, but you're not submitting your access. You still have your
Correct.
access. So you could
Correct.
always.
correct. So that is always available, even if the ferry is on or off.
It says maybe just edit and enter your own email. Yeah, exactly.
Correct. But
That's a
that
quick
access is available once you create this pavilion and this kiosk. That access is there as long as the email is there forever. So it
Yeah.
doesn't disappear.
It's not linked to the event, but maybe we can look into it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Go ahead, George.
Thank you. So resuming, we already did the pavilions. Now we have the galleries of the event. So to go to the galleries, we're going to go here to the pavilions and go to a gallery. So here in the galleries, you can display images or pictures that you want. So why are the galleries important? Well, you could display your NFT collection, you could display some art collection, anything you want here to show off at your gallery, you can do that. So if something catches your attention, you could hover this information point and read the title of that art. And if you click it, you could see the description. But if you want to take a closer look, you could click on the image and it will make it bigger so you can see it better. So how would you manage these galleries? So you will go back to the backend, right? You will click on rooms and then galleries. So you'll first have to add a gallery. You'll click on add gallery and you'll have to select the name of the gallery and the setting of the gallery. You created the gallery and then you could preview it, edit the information of the gallery, edit the name, or you could delete it. So to add those images or pictures, you will click here on the pictures option, and you will click on an empty space. You will click here on edit, and you will add your image with these dimensions. You will add the name, the URL that it could be to that could be a link to the marketplace of the NFT, if it's an NFT, or if it's an art collection, you could link to the artist website, and you can add a description. You click on save, and that will be saved, and that'll be displayed over here. So next we have the alerts of the event. So let's say you're here in the gallery, the participants is right here in the gallery, and they're checking out this NFT collection, and all of a sudden a live event is taking place in the auditorium. Well, how would that person that's in here know that that's happening? Well, you can make use of the alerts of the event. So you will go here, click on the alerts option, and you would create an alert by clicking right here on the add button. So you will have to put the name of the alert, the message that you want to send, the link that you want to deliver, and the name of the button. So whenever you save that, that's in real time. The notification will get to the users, to the screen of the users. So you could resend that. I'm going to resend that this test notification so you can see. So if I were to resend that in real time, I could see the notification, the alert that's telling me something is going on. If I would to click here, it would take me to the auditorium. Or I said auditorium, but you could link to other website. You could link to a gallery, to whatever place you want. So that's that for the alerts. You can edit them, or you could delete them. Next, we have the news options. Well, here the news are in the top right corner. Here is where you can put the agenda for your event, and you can use these buttons to link to other sites. So you see here, there's the agenda for this event, and you will manage that here in the backend in the news option. So you can add news by clicking right here and news, and you will complete this information: the title of the news, the subtitle, the message that you want to send, the link if you want to link, and the name of the button with an image. You'll click on save, and that will be displayed over here. You can also edit the news of your event, and you can delete them. As the last feature of the backend, we have the users. So these users are used as a database for you. So you can see all the persons, the people that are registered to your event. If you would like to, if your event is restricted access, let's say, you could add users right here manually. You will click on add new, you'll put their name and the email. So to the email, a code like this will be sent to them. So remember that I said that, and if there is a restricted access, they'll be asked for an access code. That's that access code. So you can create them manually here in this option in the users tab. So this is the code that you will have to put there to access the venue. You could also, if you don't want the person that no longer to have access to the venue, well, you will just click here and you will deactivate that register, so they won't have access. You can edit the name of the person, or you can delete them so they no longer appear as registered. So that will be all for the backend. And right now, up next, I'm going to show you a little presentation with tips that you have to take into account to carry out your first event. So The first step that I have for you is that you write your aliases in lowercase. Well, and they can be separated with an underscore. Remember, always remember that, because that's
Joshua, we have a Scott asking if we can order the list of news items. I guess we can, right?
sorry.
In the
What's the question?
If we can order the list of news in the agenda that you have shown, we can decide the order.
As of right now, you will see
No, the answer is no right now.
yeah, the answer is no.
So it's the list that you make. Okay.
See, as you register them, you will see them.
But we will add that right away. I think
Okay.
that Juan, you're taking notes, right?
Yes, we are taking notes of everything. Thank you, Scott. Go ahead, Joshua. Sorry.
Yeah, so you also have to complete the event additional info, because here you can add text of the information points of the event. We suggest adding the words products or vacancies or services to the product name option. So these words becomes the stand button for that. You have to complete the event meta info, because as I said, this helps the SEO. The names of the doors must contain a maximum of 9 characters. So here in the reception, let me show you. Oops. Well, here in the reception, the names of these doors, the titles of these doors, they must contain a maximum of 9 characters, so they are readable. And remember to add URLs to the banners to make them interactive, and they can be created as JPG, PNG, or GIF format. Remember to use the areas to filter the participants of your events. You know, this allows the user to group the stands by categories or type of stand. You always have to respect the dimensions of the banners for them to work properly. You have to take in account that you have to upload banners with little text, and preferably with illustrations, so they are how can I say that? And you can make them more attractive to the users of your event. And use the alerts that I just showed you to communicate with the participants to let them know what's going on in the event. And under the news, well, as I told you, here you can upload the agenda. That's very important for the users to know what's next in the event. And you could visit the stands dashboard to add the information that you want. And you could, I didn't tell you this at the beginning, but you could add at the reception a video for a greater interactivity. So this banner right here in the lobby at the right, this could be a video if you want, if you would like that this banner could be a video. And yeah, add the banners of the walls of the pavilion so they don't look dull. And for last, we have to add the social networks that link to the calendars and products of the stands. So they will help you get new followers and customers for your company or whatever you want. So next up, we have the number of general banners. We have in the ticket office, we have 1 banner. At the reception, there are 4 banners, two of different dimensions, and an auditorium. We have 9 banners, 8 side banners, and the screen at the front. And well, that will be all. Thank you for paying attention, and I will give the word to Marta.
Thank you, Joshua. Thanks a lot for all the detail and useful information. I'm sure you feel that there are a lot of things going on, and it's true. But on the other hand, I think that it's a matter of going step by step and following a little bit the order, and it's quite intuitive. So I'm sure you will have a lot of problems when you decide to go and play around your venue. So we ran a little bit later than expected. It's already the hour has been already gone. And it's up to you whether you have any specific urgent question that you would like to address now, or you could, as I said before, take your time, watch the videos and all the tips that Joshua has shared with us. Everything is placed in the back end of your venue. And we can meet again next week. I will recommend whether it's on Thursday or Friday at the same time, whatever is more convenient for you. And then we can cover more specifically the questions or the difficulties that you have encountered while trying to make up the whole thing and trying to organize your specific event.
Some questions, Marta.
Okay.
Scott has a question. Go ahead. Scott.
Okay. Let me see. Yes, Scott. You are muted, Scott, if you want to unmute.
There we
Okay.
go.
Thank you.
Okay, so anyway, thank you very much for this, Joshua. That was very, very helpful and informative. When you looked at that upper right button and it showed like what was coming up, so this event and here's this thing's taking place. So let's say, for example, at 9 o'clock, we're going to go to the Pavilion for a presentation from Raphael. Once that is over and done with, can that item be deleted? Or can it be set up in the future so that once that item's gone, maybe 5 or 10 minutes after it gets deleted, so that when I go there, I'm seeing the most current thing. I don't have to scroll down to see, okay, we're at 9 o'clock, that's gone. Next is 10 o'clock, etc. So I don't have to scroll all the way down. That's one thing.
Yes, sir. You
the other-
can. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. You could delete them, but you can delete them manually, not automatically.
Okay, so there's not a functionality that it does it automatically.
Yes, no.
So
Okay.
it will be a
Not
matter
right
of making it automatic. We can take a note on that also to see if we can implement it.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
other thing is that when I go to my NFT and there's a drop-down menu for a particular skin right now, the one I looked at was the moon. All right, obviously that's like a plug thing. When does the actual venue or city get placed into that? So if I had, for example, Toronto, when I do the drop-down menu, all I see right now is moon. At what point does the NFT actually get a name for a city?
I think Rafael can answer better the question. Rafael?
Okay, remember the bronze venues only bring one skin, and it was a lottery. So basically, we have 26 skins right now, and we divided that by the total number of 7,400 bronze NFTs. Okay, so each one has one of 25 or 26. We're going to be adding more skins as they come through. And for those of you like yourself who have invested in Eves, you're going to be able to buy those with Eves, to add more skins to your bronze venues, and grow your venue. Otherwise, we can talk about you bought a number of bronze, but you could change or upgrade to, if you send us 2 bronze, we'll send you 1 silver, and that has 5 skins, for instance. So we could do that.
Okay, great. So right now, of the NFTs that I've got, there's one that says, it could say Toronto, could say Miami. Does those means that those skins are available right now for that particular NFT and venue?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, all of the NFTs haven't been minted yet. No. We're working first to deploy this. Have you guys come in, get the all the questions answered, and then go on to mint. The next minting will be the venue skins, except that now the platinum, for instance, get 20 skins.
Right. Okay, good. Thank you.
We have Joao asking something interesting, so everyone is aware. Is in what exchange can we buy Eves?
Okay, Eves can be bought today in Uniswap. It's the only, and it's a DEX. And you can exchange them for, any other currency you have on your wallet. But if you want to buy Eves right now, the best place to buy them is from us.
Really
we are setting it up because we have still availability in our seed wallet of the Eves, which cost a penny. If you go to Uniswap, they're worth 4 pennies right now. So, so again, today, the best place to buy Eves is directly from us. You can talk to anyone in the team, and we can obviously guide you through the process, which is very easy. So
for any additional information, you can address Ivo as he's writing in the chat. And Ivo, you may want to put your email address so everyone has it, and just in case you want to know a little bit more about the tokenomics of Evveland.
Okay, Ivan has a question. Go ahead, Ivan.
Yes.
You can unmute.
You know, kudos to Martha and Rafael and Joshua. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
I was unclear, and so if perhaps you could clarify. I mean, I think I have a very good idea, but I was unclear. Rafael, you mentioned something about we charge $250 for a platinum, for a copper, for whatever. Can you clarify what does that actually mean when you say that? Does that mean that every time I have a venue and venue owner?
No.
Okay, can you clarify that?
That's good to clarify. Thank you. No, I'm saying when we've been running events and we've done 7 events up to now, when we go to clients to offer them to participate in the events, whether it's for jobs, whether it's for a commercial fair or whatever, that is the pricing that we've been charging to our sponsors and exhibitors in our own events. And that's just as a benchmark. But you will charge that to your clients, yes.
So so if I own the revenue, if I own a venue,
yep,
I am selling these pavilions. Not that I'm going to be charged that amount of money. Am I correct?
No, exactly. No.
So I'm going to sell the pavilion. So in other words, let's say I host an event and I want to sell. Give you an example. You have that event for your family, right?
Yep.
Everybody's all over the world, but almost everywhere where you guys are, they have Uber. So if you sell Uber a platinum stand, or we as a company find a universal sponsor like Uber. But why am I saying Uber? Because if you have a meeting with 50 people in 50 cities, you can literally have a lunch meeting.
Yep.
Everybody, all they need is a coupon for Uber Eats. Bam, it becomes a lunch meeting with 50 cities. So we so what I'm saying is that number that you were talking about, the owner of a venue can sell and get revenue from those pavilions. Am I correct? I just wanted to clarify that because I was
100% correct. 100%.
Okay, so it's a revenue.
How do we make more money? Obviously, when you see that you want to upgrade your venue, that the bronze venue has only one type of pavilion, then you say, no, I need more. Well, you can buy things using Eves and improve your capacity. But the bronze gives you a basic setting so that you can start, as Ivan says, monetizing. And that's why we've made so much emphasis on being a business metaverse. And, you know, we're in this so that we can make happen and empower people to do business in the Web 3.0 without much effort. Okay. Any Eric?
Can we have Eric with a question also?
Yes. So far this is interesting, and I know that there is a plan of enhancements that are planned for the next years. But if I create and do the event, and I have 20 kiosks and 20 people update that, so when I'm going to create another event for another date, that gives me everything empty, or do I reuse the one I had before? Do I have to delete everything, reset? Or is there any way to store everything that was used for one venue? How does that work now, or is that a plan?
Joshua probably knows better, but I guess you can go to edit and just change, right? The time and the dates, and then it keeps the
Yes,
other
yes,
same.
yes.
Joshua?
But as Eric said, you can't storage for the next. You have to do that all over again if you want a new event.
But
So I can store
we need to be
everything.
able to duplicate the event. Juan, ¿podemos duplicar un evento para ponerlo en otra fecha? Juan, are you there? Yes, he's there, allowed to talk. Juan? No, he's not there. Okay, I'll get
Okay,
an
but-
answer for that.
But,
Yeah,
but
we'll
those are
find
questions
out.
for next time. I mean, this is advanced. This week, I'm gonna open up my venues and start creating events and contacting people to sell those kiosks. But the idea is that I would like to, all the work that is done in putting an event, to be able to copy to a future date for next year, keep it, if it's a yearly event, so that the effort doesn't have to be duplicated at the time. It's just a matter of when is it live.
Yeah, that's we're gonna address that right away. That's a major feature that we wanna take care of. So
And another question before you go there. Normally with software, you have a maintenance for getting all the upgrades for free. Is there a plan for the upgrades to be available for purchase?
Yes,
or
yes,
the
yes,
first
yes.
year free? Or
Yes, yes.
how does it stay? Or do everybody, when the platform is updated, everybody gets updated? How does that work?
Right now, the platform gets updated and everybody gets updated. Some of the main important things we're doing to update right now are the outside of the venues to give them more depth so that you can create more content around the venues than just the skin that you see. The other is on the user database, so that you have more power in connecting to social media and downloading user data and crossing that user data, right? So that there's better. And there's a huge list, as you probably know.
Okay.
Upgrades, yeah.
So if I sell a kiosk to someone that wants to put an object that you did for Caterpillar, that you put the trucks in, that is a modification or request, or is that
Yes.
something that is
It's a
not
modification
available?
because we're building some, so there's always opportunity to create new stuff, and that's where really it gets interesting. How can each one of you who are an owner, and we have here 20 venue owners, because all of us, there's 17 of us now, but each one has a venue. It's where can you take it? First, generating revenues and taking it to market, or pushing your own projects and monetizing it. It is basically a lead generation tool, right? And it's a sales tool, because you can put the products in front of the users right there. And it's an interactive tool because you can be there chatting with the user. We are looking very much into voice and into allowing users to create individual meetings so that they could meet one-to-one. But those are, some of the things that we're working on, right? I think we're putting in your hands right now a tool that it's fully workable and fully monetizable. Ivan, you had one last question. You're allowed to speak. No? Okay, Marta, it's yours.
Yes, thank you, Rafael. Okay, so I think it has been quite interesting session with lots of questions, and hopefully we'll have more questions in our next onboarding session. So just for you to know, we are planning to have our second session same day next week, Friday, the same time. But still, we'll be sending you a reminder, emails, and something that we would like very much to know from you is if you know already what type of event you have plans to develop, to organize. Why? Because that way we can think about how to help you, if there are additional features we can develop, and we can be more in synchrony with you. Okay, so Lourdes has developed a very short, easy survey that you will receive. And the only thing is, let us know here in the chat or by email or contacting us at info@evveland.com, and let us know what type of event would you like to organize. And that's it. So thanks a lot. Has been a pleasure, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.